Hey y'all, I'm back. My channel's Live Life. My name is Shay. Hey, what's up? So look, I gotta let you know that be careful who you help, right? And I say this because a lot of healers like myself, we go through these lessons, learning, basically be careful because everybody's not your assignment. Sometimes you want to help somebody, but how is it that you want to help them more than they want to help themselves? You want better for them than what they want for themselves. If you want something more for someone else than what they wanted for themselves, you need to pull back. You need to go ahead and just let them be and let them do them, because all they're going to do is hold you back. You got better things to do and create and basically share your talents and your gifts with the world than to be expending energy on someone who don't even want to use their own energy because they siphoning you, being an energy vampire to you, trying to stay plugged into you instead of producing their own source from God theyself, because they don't have a good relationship with God like they claim. People lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. That's what they say, right? So at the end of the day, I understand, you really want to help this person. You really want to do this and do that. Let me tell you, a lot of times, how many times have you gave somebody money who, every time you turn around, this went wrong, that went wrong. They was always in need of money, always broke, always struggling financially in some way. It never dawns on us that this is their karma. That, what did they do to somebody somewhere and they're reaping what they sowing? You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes, God will warn you too. God will warn you to get out the way. Don't get me wrong. When you are protected and you chosen, baby, these people be shielded by you. However, there is an exchange. When they come to you for help and you, with the good heart that you have, help them, you are unknowingly shielding them from their karma. And guess where that karma is going to get redirected since you stepped in between them and karma? You are now the middleman, and now you inherit the karma. Now your money funny. Now your car breaking down left and right. Now this, now that. A million things is going wrong all of a sudden. How many times have you backed off and you stopped giving money or stopped helping a particular person? Or better yet, you and the person got into an argument or a falling out or whatever, and you cut them off. Y'all stop, or they cut you off. Either way, they stopped talking to you. And all of a sudden, life is on the uprise. You just going up and up and up. You getting a promotion at work. This is going right. Everything is going right in your life. But when you was helping them, your life went down. You was at a middle baseline. And as soon as you started helping them, your life did this. Start going down. The moment you got rid of them, your life just, your life became like a stock market. Up and down, right? And it's always great when it's going up. We never wanted to go down, right? So that's kind of like how your energy is. You shield people, and these people don't deserve it. They don't. Majority of them, if we're going to keep it a buck, most of these people do not deserve your divine protection. They do not deserve your help. And I get it. You got a good heart. You really want to help them. They really in need. But hey, you know what they say, right? Be careful how you treat people, because you never know who you might need. Well, how many times do these devils go around mistreating earth angels all the time? Shitting on you, talking about you, when you down, they can never help you. They're actually probably happy watching you kicking the can down the road. You know what I'm saying? Wondering how they gonna make it, what they gonna do. A chosen one always bounce back, baby. Like, for real. They always be so amazed. Well, they was walking. How they got this car? They was homeless. How they got that house? They was jobless. How they get that good job? Because, baby, God allows these devils to show their true colors, their true nature, and to do what they want to do to you. I know it hurts, and I know it's annoying, and I know it's messed up, and I know you mad. But guess what? That's between them and God. Because guess what? You was the final check mark. You was the one to go into their life, and God said, do my, what he say? He said, do my prophet no harm, right? You were the prophet or prophetess that was sent. This person was praying and praying and praying and wishing on a star. And the whole time, this dummy didn't know that you was there to answer the prayer. You was the one that picked up the line and was like, oh, okay, I'm on my divine mission. I'm on the way. And you get over there to help this dumbass. And then they start, because you don't look like what they think you should look like. You don't talk how they expect you to talk. You don't walk how they think you should walk. You know what I'm saying? This is judging a book by its cover. And guess what, dummies? They mess up every time. They be burning bridges, don't they? London Bridge burning down. And I don't know about y'all, but me, they could burn every bridge that they want with me. Because at the end of the day, why you spinning the block? I need you to keep on driving. Keep on going down the road. Don't pass go and collect $200. Don't do none of that. Keep on driving. And I hope before you can spin the block, you run out of gas. This is just figuratively, not literally. But you know what I'm saying? In other words, if they run out of gas, they can't spin the block. Now, they might walk, but it's going to take them a long time to walk the block than to drive. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take them a long time to get on that scooter or that bicycle to come back around. You know what I'm saying? But they always try to come back. Do they not? Do they not always be trying to come back? They magically appear in your dreams and you be like, I ain't talked to this person, or this person did X, Y, Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, why you here? What you want? They want to siphon your energy. They want to use your divine connection without doing their own work or without actually going to God and creating their own connection because they lazy. You know, you do all the work behind the scenes in private, all these prayers, all these things, you know, spiritually or whatever. They don't see none of that. They don't know nothing about that. But they mad that what you do in secret, God blesses and exalts you in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? Boy, let me tell you, just be careful who you help. I can't stand when people be like, but that's your mama, that's so-and-so, that's so what? I don't care who, what, when, where, why they think. You can think all you want to think. You can thunk it. You can thunk it, think it, whatever. I don't care, but you're going to have to do it over there, boo. Over there. Way over there. Because the way I look at it is, I learned my lesson. When I helped you, things started taking a turn and a twist and a nosedive for me. And I was like, hold on. Because I told y'all that story like a couple years ago, how I tried to help my cousin, his little bum bag ass. And like things started kind of going a little left. And I was like, and I even asked him and confronted him. I said, look, I don't know what you did, but things are going bad in threes. I mean, there's no reason why your car is on 4 flats. Your sunroof broke in the open position. So you better not be slacking in the rain out here. And on top of that, your radiator went out. What's it called? Your starter went out. Every time I turn around, he was having car problems and car trouble. And I took that as a sign that, you got to get up out my house because I be damned if my lights start flickering and start acting funny. I be damned if all of a sudden my water don't work right, which is interesting because when he was there, I did have my living room and my kitchen flood. And I ain't had that problem happen since he been gone. You know what I'm saying? My car all of a sudden in and out the shop. Nah, bro, you gotta go. And when he left, all the problems left. I ain't had a leak. I ain't had you know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Car maintenance is car maintenance. It comes around. It doesn't always mean like that person, caused it or anything like that. I mean, this is just something that you got to do. But I'm saying like it comes at the worst inopportune time, stacked on top of when your money funny and this and that and the third. I think the biggest sign is like when your money start getting funny out the blue. All of a sudden your work, they cut your hours or something, or you get fired, or you get suspended, or you start getting reprimanded out. Something starts happening only in the presence of this particular individual. And this is when you need to start evaluating who is around me. And if you don't know who it is, this is when you need to be like, God, whoever is in my energy and in my circle, reveal them to me so I can get them on out of here. So that I can energetically cut the source, cut the cord, the tether, so that I can continue getting my blessings and everything without this leech pulling on my energy, draining me and causing me to go down with them. Because they getting their karma, So my cousin's karma was out there being homeless and living in his car or whatever. I don't know what happened to him because it's been like 4 years since then. I ain't asked, I ain't looked, and I ain't searched for him. And as a matter of fact, he burnt the bridge with me, so he could never come back and open his lips to ask me for a thing ever in life. And I mean that. So shoot, you better hope that strangers help you. You better hope, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You better hope and wish on a star or something. Either way, he is somebody else's, whatever other healer or, light worker that's out there, he's their assignment. He ain't mine. I tried to help him and, you're not about to help me into a homeless situation. You're not about to help me into a bottomless pit. And then, we both stuck down here with no ladder. Nah, I'm good. So just be careful who you help. Be careful who you energetically get tied and entangled with. This is friendships, families, co-workers. It don't matter what type of relationship it is. Just be mindful. All right? Because sometimes y'all be wondering like, well, why does this go wrong? Why can't I keep money? Why this and why that? Why am I broke? Why this? Why? I guarantee you review the people around you and you set yourself apart, you're going to see a major shift and a major change. All right. Peace, y'all. Positive energy always creates elevation. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Stay safe out here in these spiritual streets.